back to Mitford Pottery. Long time since I've done a video. Anyway, we have made some mugs and I've got to put some handles on. So we thought, why not? We'll video it. So I'm going to swap the camera around. So I'll be with you in a second. So there we are. All the tools that we need. Hopefully I'll keep you in shot while we do this. So we've got our water sponges, slip, modelling tools, whirler, cups, knife, and some handles over here, which I've got wrapped up. So these are my agateware mugs. So they're all trimmed, stamped, ready for a handle. And extruded handles today. And we're trying to be different. I usually go very sort of standard with my handles, but I'm going to try and do these a little bit lower down. So like sort of that there. And we're just going to pre-shape these. And we'll have a little curve like so. So we're going to be like that. Something like that. So I'm going to trim a little bit off here. And a little bit off here. And then we'll put them back on there, see what that looks like. Sort of alright, that, yeah, that should be fine. So, because these are pre-made, not like traditionally pulled and attached handles, what we've got to do, we've got to line them up first. Make sure we're happy with that. Well, this is the way I do it anyway. So I line them up on my cup, put a couple of marks on the sides, take that out of the way, and that's where we're going to score. Across there and the bottom bit. So that's our cup scored. Handle. Now I'm just going to tap around the edge, which gives us a little bit of clear to blend in like that. And then we're going to score it. So we're scored and slipped. Well, we're scored, we're not slipped yet, because I haven't opened it. Give it a mix, dive in with a paintbrush. Now, because this is agateware, I don't want the slip to get too crazy, so where it hides the colour of the grain of the agateware. So I want to be quite precise with our application. Don't want it too runny, which I have getting it on there. Just knock that thick off there. Right, so I'm still in the shot. Right, so first bit, I'm going to attach the top bit, and you see is there. Move that way. So we're going to attach the top one first. So we'll hold it in place, give it a wiggle as we press, squishes the slip out. Then I'm going to hold that like that, and then gently place that in the bottom bit on. Now we can eyeball it to see if it's straight and all the angles match up, and then attach the bottom bit again, press it on till the slip squishes out, give it a bit of a wiggle, press down. Now from here we've got two options. two options. Sorry, my phone was ringing. It's gone off. Yeah, it's gone off. Right, so what we can do, we can clean the excess off now and then blend the edge in, or we can let that clear, that slip dry out and blend it back into the handle. I've got another one to do, so I'm going to do it both ways for you. So this one is the way I would normally, or where I started doing it. So you get all that slip. You've got to get rid of all that excess slip with your fingertip. Because if you leave it on, you can't blend the clear properly because it's too slippy. Hence the word slip. And you can't smush the clear very easy because your finger just slides over the top of it. So that's it clean there. Now what we want to do, my favourite implement for this is just the rounded, like pin tool, basically a wooden pin tool. I've been cutting shelves as well, and I've got bits of wood everywhere, which I know I shouldn't do. So we're going to blend it from the cup into there. Like so. And for me, when I do my handles, what I'm aiming for is, so there's no sort of like joint, or no visible joint or crack between the handle and the body. That's it. Let's get that clean off. Keep cleaning the tools so it doesn't drag clear over the colour. Bottom bit's always a little bit awkward. Got to be a bit of a contortionist. And again, same, just blend it in. With the tools or fingertips, whatever you're happy with. So that's the sort of first pass, as it were. Second pass, wetted fingertip. So I just wet my pinky finger, smooth around the joints, especially the bits I can get to. We'll tackle the awkward bits in a minute. i.e. that bit in there and that bit up there. Right, so got two options, sponge or brush. So I've got a cleaner, softer brush, and I'm going to use that instead of my fingertips. So I'm just going to press the slip into the joint. So I'm not taking the slip away, I'm forcing it into the joint with the brush. So that's the bottom one done. Top one, give it a clean. And then just smooth that joint under there. Like so. Now, if you weren't happy with that, especially on this lower joint here, sometimes it looks a bit unsightly. So basically what you do, make a little sausage of clear, a bit longer, only needs to be thin. Now place that on your joint, like so. And then with your pin tool. Just squash that gently into the joint and it fills that sort of void up so you get a different angle on where the handle attaches to the cup. And it's still fiddly. Persevere. Again, we're looking where we don't want any joints or gaps between the two bits of clay. We don't want to trap any air in there either, so working it from side to side. Excuse that, the fan coming on, because we've had the kiln on today. That's it. Happy with that now anyway. So again, smooth it off with my little finger. And this time, use the sponge instead of the brush. So it's got an edge on this sponge. I'm just getting it into that bit there. That's it. There we are. There's a handle on our mug. And for me, give it a last check, make sure it's all straight to your liking. And for me, I put a thumb rest on. So all the offcuts of when I made these, with a little pad of clear, collected them all. And I do roll them into a ball. So you get a marbled effect. Like so. So a marble effect, and all I do is give it a squish, and you got a thumb rest. Straighten it off if you have to, so it fits. Then pick the best side. Score that. Score the handle. Slip on there. Slip on there. Place that on there. Give it, make sure it's in the middle. Give it a little press. Make sure it's lined up. Then sponge. So all we need to do is get rid of this excess slip here. So we're not trying to take it all off, we're just trying to get rid of the excess and clean that joint up. Because that slip is going to help us stick to there. So we leave it like so. And this bit, it's got a bit of excess slip, can't get in with a sponge, so I'm just going to gently run a clean brush on that little gap that I can't get the sponge into till I'm happy with it, which I am, and that is it. There's that one done. Right. So that can go to one side, dry out. Next is this one. Slightly different shape. On there. Cover that up. So, handle on this one. So we're going to do this in a slightly different way. We're going to try a bit of a Florian. So, I'm thinking, cut that end off straight, like that. squish that. Like so. Now, we're going to attach that there. So we're going to pull this handle when it's on the cup. Don't usually do it this way, but why not? Bit of a homage to Florian Gatsby. So all I've got to do, now this is thrown a little wonky, so that side's a bit higher. So I'm going to put my cup or my handle on the high side. Scratch there. We slip on there. Slip on there. No, I'm not very prepared for this bit. So I need some water. 2 seconds, get some water. And turn that off, don't need that now. Water, water everywhere. Not a drop to use. That's too big. Oh, you never get a bowl of water when you need it, do you? That'll do. Right. Like you see, I don't normally do handles this way, but we'll give it a go. Right, we're back. Okay, I'm going to move that up just a touch. So you can see the handling bit. Right, so same as always, we're going to attach the top bit only this time. So give it a press in, give it a wiggle. Get rid of that a bit excess slip off there. So as you can see, we've now got a handle attached. Now I want to just freshen this up a bit and make it flex a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to put some water on it. And I'm just, as if I was pulling a handle. And it just flattens it a little bit. And flexes it a little bit. Now it also makes it wet so it'll bend easier. And we want to bend it round like so. So now I need to wipe that hand. Now I need to line it up. I'm going to, because this cup's a little on the dry side, I'm just going to scratch in there, put a dot of slip in, and then I'm going to push that into that joint there. Make sure we are lined up. Look okay there. Just give that a little press. Now, we're going to do a fishtail. So a la Simon Little, getting all the high level there, pottery people's names into there. Bit of Simon Leach. So we've dried that off and we're going to squash it that way from the middle. Pressing down, slide it off that way. Turn it round. Press it down, slide it off to one side. And as you can see, hence fishtail, bit of a tail there. Now, you can either do it manually by pinching that and snapping it off, or you can, I tend to run a knife if I want to clean a cut, so I want to clean a cut on there. Like that, and that then comes off. And then it's just a case of tidying that up so there's no sharp bits And for the fishtail, that's all you got to do. You don't really have to faff about with it too much. Make sure there are no joints or gaps on your joints. Like so. Fingertip. Give it a smooth off. That's it. So that's that done. Just got to finish the top off now. That bit there. So while we've been doing the bottom, that's started to dry out a little bit. And what it allows us to do is just easy to blend the clay together because it's not as wet. So you can see these gaps here. That's what we're trying to get rid of. So for this, I'm going to give it a little press and just nip around that edge with my fingertip just so that gap disappears. Like so. Just blend that in until you're happy with it. Wetted fingertip, smooth our joint off. So we're happy with that. There we are. That bit in here, because like you say, you can fill it up with a bit of clay, or your slip brush that you've been doing the slip with. It's got a lot of slip on it. Load it up with water and let that drip into that joint. That's all you need to do. And for us, it's just a case of dry sponge, tidy up any excess water. On our cup like so. There we are, there's that bit done, and as always we just need a thumb rest. Make sure your handles looking okay from all angles. There's no worse for a cup with a really wonky hand. Don't mind a little bit out. So we grab a good bit of marbled clay. That bit's good. Roll it into a ball. We're going to give this one a good substantial thumb rest. Where's my stick gone? Pick the best side, that side. Slip on there, slip on there. Like so. Sponge. Get that excess out of the way. And there you go. We got another sponge, another cup done. That's it. Voila. So, thanks for watching. I'll flip the camera around. So there you go. Thanks for watching. I'll have to stoop down for this bit. Remember, clear's the way. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. See you in another video very soon. Bye for now.